Last week, we sailed as a cutter rig for the very first time. We sailed up to Nanaimo, BC for a week of fun. Here it goes. It's 6 a.m. and we are headed to Stone's boatyard. We have one last big project before we leave, and that is to haul out because we've got a leaky Thruhull. We're Tyler and Kayleen. We've been living aboard our 40-year-old sailboat, Footloose. We've been working hard to get the boat and ourselves ready for a trip of a lifetime. We're leaving Canada behind this year, but we're bringing the adventure with us. Join us as we sail, scuba, surf, and skydive our way south. Don't forget to subscribe. We have one last big project before we leave, and that is to haul out because we've got a leaky Thruhull. We've known about it for a while, since last haul out, when I kind of noticed it on our last day that it was looking really suspect, and we just figured we'd wait until before we left in case any other projects come up. But my parents are coming to help today, and hopefully this will be painless with no surprises, knock on wood.
Money, 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 money. Filled with paint. So we are taking out this leaky Thruhull. Hopefully be quick because we don't want to pay to be here over the long weekend. It's Canada Day long weekend in 2 days, so
Most people go out boating, and we're
well,
working on the boat.
We don't want to be out. Most people are out boating.
That's true. After some persuasion with the angle grinder, we got the Thruhull out, and we're all set to replace it with some new parts, until things escalate a little quickly. And, I mean, we knew we might have to stay here longer, but anyways, we decided to fill in Thruhull. We've got 10 Thruhulls on this boat, and most forward one isn't really that necessary. So my dad helped us make a patch for it, and we basically made a sandwich out of fiberglass, epoxy, and an epoxy silica puck fill. So let's see how it looks. So last haul out, I have a confession. I missed 2 of the patches. And I tried to get them when we were in the water, but it was too late. And they've been bugging me ever since, because whenever we heel sailing, you can see them. So I didn't want to go buy some more bottom paint, and we just spotted someone left a whole roller with paint. So it's close enough in color, we're just going to make it work.
I love that you even left a roller.
Yeah. Free's my favorite color.
That's my joke.
Well, 5 days later, and we are done, ready to go back in the water. I talked to the guys right at 6:30, and they were a little doubtful if they had time to put us in today. So I've just tidied up, fill up the water tanks, and waiting to go. It's a miserable day here, but I got my foul weather gear, and it might as well be the spring or even winter. It's cold. All good. Good to go. We are off and away. Our Thruhulls are not leaking. Our washdown pump now works, and we're just transiting through Dodds now. My dad's joining us today. All is well. It's busy out here though. July 4th. All the Americans have come to Canada.
Left the US.
Yeah. We dropped my dad off after a successful day of sailing down to Ladysmith, where we called home again for the next week or so before we finally head out of country on our big adventure south. With our boat safe in Ladysmith, we flew across the province to spend time with Tyler's family for Ty's mom's 60th birthday. And of course, Tyler couldn't help but fit a little mountain bike in at the local bike park.
Oh, hey! Fuck!
Why are you here?
That one's for Kurt.
Why are you here?
Well, sometimes you take a break from the boat to go mountain biking. You get a little too excited, you overcook it a little bit, and then you get really hurt. Now we're back in the hospital. Classic Tyler. I feel home. I feel home. That's the key.
Ty was a bit bruised, battered, and ribs a bit broken, so we were grateful to spend a few nights at the Ladysmith Marina, where there were accessible showers and a really great facility to heal before we made our next moves. When we are in marinas, it's not very often we find places that are easy to access for when Tyler's in his wheelchair. So this was really refreshing and came at a really good time. A few days later, we were back at anchor. It was just over a week before we were leaving, so Tyler's mom came to help us for the final preparations. We were in full-time work mode. Lead cloths, new lifelines, O-rings for fill caps, a new alternator so we had a spare, replacing our manual bilge pump, patching canvas, making Dyneema soft shackles, and most importantly, provisioning.
Killian, what are we doing?
We're trying to guess how much our dry provisioning will cost. We haven't exactly skipped. Okay. Okay, Ty, take a guess.
It's gonna be a blind guess because I can't see what I'm writing.
Yeah. Okay, reveal them.
I said.
I think
said
I'm way
9.
under. Ooh.
I said 956.
Ooh. I said 350.
Oh, it's gonna be way more than.
Our groceries were 120 the other day. Killian said 850.
Ooh.
So I think it's between me and you. Closest to without going over. Oh, it's heavy.
Any guesses?
I should do it at a better point when it's not.
All candy.
When it's not just candy. Mother, you're the winner. You're so smart.
Now the hard part was trying to find a spot to fit everything. The biggest downfall about Footloose is she seems to be lacking a lot of storage. Her modified fin keel means that the water tanks are under the settees, and therefore all the food has to go in really strange places. After a week of hard work, we decided to head out for some fun and went for a day sail. Too bad there was barely any wind. Tanis wanted to go up on the boom and get a picture leaning against the sail, but we said, why don't you go up the bosun's chair? So we sent her up the mast. Is this what you do with your mother-in-laws?
Can you see and hear what you're recording or no? Okay, here I am. Another thing off the bucket list. Crazy the things I do for my children. With my children, not for my children, with my children. Just made it halfway up. Didn't quite have the guts to go all the way up. This is good. This is good though.
And just like that, the sun set and Tanis went home. Footloose was feeling as ready as ever. We'd put so much work into her the last couple of weeks. We had a few more days of travel to head around the south tip of Vancouver Island, and then we were on our way. But were we feeling ready? I guess we'll find out next week.